Which one do I say first?
There's two big announcements?
Yes. I honestly am equally excited about both of them. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are doing a life updates video. Since we stopped doing vlogs every single day for Vlogmas, I feel like a lot of information slips between the cracks and we have a lot to talk about, a lot to catch up on, and two really exciting announcements. I'm not the kind of person that like teases things along, so I decided to put like both announcements in here because just put it all out there. And we are definitely not pregnant, so
No.
if you clicked on this video thinking that, no, we're not pregnant.
Not getting that. No.
3 kids, we're good right now. We're good. Speaking of that, we have sweet little baby Ella in her rocking play on the side of us, so you probably are going to hear that in the background because we got the one that like actually rocks her. And she's also playing with her little doll that has like the squishy stuff in it. So.
And Carter could come walking in at any point. We'll get to that. There's a lot of sleep talk in this video, but
we'll also include
down for a nap right now, and he could come in at any point.
Let's also include like how we sleep train them, because a lot of people wanted to know that. Start off with the house.
Yeah. So another non-announcement. We're not moving. We did toy around with it. We were looking a little bit at some new construction we really kind of fell in love with. There was some things about this particular house that we were looking at that just like almost got us overly jumpy into getting out of this beautiful house that we love so much. One of which I think being like this downstairs office that Tiff really was loving. Had a beautiful brand new kitchen, which, you know, we looked at our kitchen and we said we have a beautiful brand new kitchen as well, which we love. It was in a good area. I would say the number one drawback was also the location.
It was only 5 minutes from here, but it was on a main road, and it was like a main road disguised as not a main road, pretty much. That's how I would describe it.
Yeah.
It's like 25 miles per hour, right?
Right.
But there is a light, there is the yellow lines, and the more we went to look at it and stuff like that, we would see that the road does actually get pretty busy. And a lot of you know that I lost my brother. He was hit by a car when he was really young, and so that's like one of the things I think about all the time with my kids. Like, I would love if we found like new construction in a cul-de-sac, like that would be nice. But also, I feel like it's very easy to see stuff like that. I saw giant bathtub with a double vanity, 2 walk-in closets. Like, it's just like, wow, this is like amazing. But at the same time, like, our house right now is amazing, and you know, I feel like
it kind of went into like a want versus need scenario.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, when we bought this house with no kids, newly married, I at least did put like a 7-year plan into place. Like, I thought to myself, okay, you know, in 7 years we'll reevaluate, see where we are. Mm-hmm. That was before YouTube. Tiff was nursing. You know, we have what?
Nursing sounds like breastfeeding.
She was not breastfeeding.
I was breastfeeding and a nurse.
A NICU nurse. No, not at that point. That one we bought. Yeah. But you never know where life is going to take you. We don't know where, you know, 6 months is going to take us. We don't know where 3 years is going to take us. We're not in any rush. We love our house. We love our neighbors. That was another big con to moving. Our neighborhood is great. We kind of threw it out there to one of our neighbors, and he said he would do everything he could to sabotage our moving process. So what we think is really awesome is that this gives us an opportunity, hopefully over the next couple of months, to do some things around here that have been bugging us. That
I'll never get to have my bath, but
we really want to make this house into, you know, what we want for now. Great for the next person who might buy this house. It might not increase any kind of property value, but it'll be beautifully finished, and you'll get to see that process as well, which I think will be kind of cool.
Yeah, for sure. We have on that list redoing the playroom, like even just like some paint and some organizational things, like nothing crazy there. The thing that there's 2 things I'm most excited about. One of the things I'm most excited about is to make our guest room that we never have any guests over stay in into an office for me, because with YouTube and running my business, our businesses, like we have stuff everywhere. Like I have a planner over here, a calendar here, a camera, memory cards, like everything's like all over the house, and it drives me crazy. So I would love to just have a space where I can keep everything organized, and like it's just a time saver too, because I'll find myself looking for the mic or looking for the headphones, or like, you know,
everything
it's
needs
tough.
a spot in an office would solve that.
For sure.
For sure.
And what, did we order it
yet? We are about to order, because we don't want to completely tell, you know, my mom, Tiff's mom. Alright, so I was in the process of saying, as the camera card was full, and
Bless you, sweetie.
Ella decided to join us.
Uh-oh, got a roll poking through. I've got a roll poking through. We better button these pants up again.
What we decided to order so that when our parents come to visit or friends ever decide to come stay with us, that we don't have to tell them that we don't have a place for them to sleep, is a Murphy bed, which will go into the wall. We've never had one. I've always wanted one. I think they're cool. I don't know why I've always wanted one, because there's like more room for activities when the bed's up. Anyway, so I think we're gonna order one of those, as well as new bed for Carter, which is a must, and it's actually a long time coming, which will kind of go into the next.
I think I have one more thing to say about the house. Another thing we wanted to redo was our living room and our backyard. Those are two really big things. We spend a lot of time in the living room, and like the floor by the sliding glass doors is like starting to rot away. There's a lot of cold air that comes in through our fireplace and that door, so we constantly have space heaters. So we need to do that room in general, because like for like appearance wise, but also like
efficiency. It's definitely letting in way too much cold air and causing our electric bill to go up, and probably putting a lot of strain on the air conditioner. So.
And also I feel like it's important to not lose sight of something that once made you so happy when you see the next big thing. So I feel like we love this house, and for now, unless something amazing and perfect comes along, I don't want to move. That house would have been the most beautiful house in the world, but it would have been settling for the road, and it's unsettling to settle.
Absolutely.
Moving on.
It'll happen when it happens. But talking about Carter's bed that we are going to order right after we're done with this video, naps have been a struggle lately.
Yeah,
I guess starting with naps, he's decided, Carter that is, that he's just going to get out of his room and come find us. And I know that's not terribly uncommon, and I know there's a million
He just never
tricks
did that before.
to keeping them in there, or, you know, that kind of thing. But, right, he never did that before, and we're not loving it. He's also waking up at about 5 o'clock in the morning and coming up to the side of our bed.
And how many times has Ella been waking up at night?
Yeah.
5 times last night. 5 times she woke up to
Well, hold on. That's 5 times between like 11:30 and 5.
Yeah, 11:30 and 5.
So, like every hour, basically.
So we're sleepy.
A little bit tired. Coffee helps. I hear Carter coughing now, which is a little scary. We might not have too much more time with this, so.
How do we sleep train the boys? Let's quickly jump into that. So to wrap that up, we're getting Carter a big boy bed, and do we decide on the 2 that can go into bunks?
Yeah, so I think we're gonna get him a twin bed that is really a bunk bed, but we're not gonna put them both out because Tanner's not ready yet.
He's not. No.
Carter's actually not ready to sleep on the top bunk either. So.
Scary. They're short though. It is a short one. It's not like crazy tall. You want Daddy's coffee?
So I think we'll put that out first, and then we'll be able to grow with that, which is kind of nice. Sleep training them. That's a good question. Why don't you take that one? How do we sleep train them?
I'm already losing so much hair postpartum that this is not a cool element. Ow! Okay, sorry. It's her favorite activity to do, so. Yeah, you think that's funny? Sleep training. So this is a big debate, and I've gotten so many requests to do this video, like a whole video on sleep training, but I'm gonna break it down pretty easily. All of my kids are breastfed children. they were breastfed when they were young, until a little bit over a year old, all of them. And so they didn't sleep through the night until 9 months old. I know a lot of formula fed babies can sleep through the night. Even breastfed babies can sleep through the night, but mine didn't. They would wake at least once a night until about 9 months old. I do start feeding my kids at 6 months old. So that kind of helps a little bit, I feel like, because they're not solely breast milk. So I feel like that's kind of what helps them, you know. But at 6 months, you're not like giving them full-blown meals. You're just like introducing things.
Oatmeal, avocado,
banana. We do a little bit of just like regular introduction of foods, but I also do baby-led weaning, and we will be starting that with Ella very soon, which is crazy because she's 5 months old right now. But if you're into that or you want to know about that, make sure you subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if you want a video about baby-led weaning and kind of how we introduce her foods to her.
She wants that video. She's excited.
She's always grabbing at our food, like trying so hard to eat our food, and I know she's ready. I think I started feeding the boys at around 5 months. Our pediatrician says 4 months, but I know like everyone else says 6 months, so I kind of do it when my gut tells me that it's time and that it's okay, and we start very slow. So milk and food, that kind of helps them sleep by 9 months. But for sleep training with the boys, we started out, Carter was the worst sleeper of life, and she's kind of following in his footsteps.
Mm-hmm. Like
Stinker.
Meaning they fight sleep, they don't want to go down. Once they get down, they're okay, but
like Ella, I'm like patting her butt and her back, like trying like all different random things to try and get her to sleep.
And when they wake up unhappy, like not just like rolling around, you know. And
they wake up screaming.
Yeah, they wake up crying, which is not fun.
No, but so finally with Carter, we started Cry It Out around 9 months. 8 months? 9 months.
Yeah, we're at 9 months.
Yeah. And that was a little bit easier with the boys because they took binkies. I'm not really sure how that's going to go with her because she does not take a binky, will not take a binky. But the first night, and this is super controversial, and I know that I'm probably going to get so much hate for even mentioning Cry It Out because, you know, but it kind of teaches them to self-soothe. And at 9 months, we started the first few nights, we started with 5 minutes, and then if they went longer, we would get them. And then the next few nights, like if it was 10 minutes, like you work your way up. And I think only one night we had to do 15 minutes with Carter.
I think we honestly even went up more incrementally than that. We didn't like jump from 5 to 10 the next day. I think we
very
went, like,
slowly.
Really,
that's
pretty
what I said.
slowly.
Like we did like 5 for a few nights in a row, and then, you know, like for a while.
The next night.
No. Like you don't switch that quickly.
But you also have to use your gut. Like, you know, if you think they seem off that day, if they're you know, seem a little bit sick or had a rough day, like whatever it is, like you don't have to. You can break your own rules. You don't have to be so strict about it.
That's what like it's when we put them to sleep. We didn't do it for naps.
Right.
Naps, they kind of just took their naps when they took their naps. But we, you know, make sure that they're fed, they had their bath, they burped, they have a clean diaper, like everything is done. There's literally like nothing that you can do more for them. And that's what we did. And I feel like by the second week, it was like, okay, they're sleeping. Because they kind of, I feel like a lot of babies fall asleep on the bottle or on the breast. And then you're kind of like just putting them off to sleep. And that doesn't really teach them to self-soothe. And that's what I still do to her. Like she nurses until she sleeps. So that's, I feel like, why we had to kind of do Cry It Out. Ella, we've had a struggle with her since she was born. She was jaundiced, was readmitted back into the hospital. Then she had a cold, and now she's getting over another cold. Like, it's just crazy because before her, I feel like we barely had any health issues with the kids. Like, Carter was to the pediatrician twice in his entire life before I had Ella, like, for a cold, I should mention.
For sick visits.
Yeah, for sick visits. Like, he was only ever there twice. And Tanner, like, twice, too. And then something, like, when we had our third kid, it was just, like, everyone's getting sick all the time. And also, I feel like we're venturing more into, like, those play places, which are, like, disgusting.
Kids are older now.
Yeah,
nobody. Carter's in school more. I mean, there's just more germs. It's gonna happen.
So
I'm not worried about it.
The whole point of me talking about that was that, like, I feel like now she's getting better. So now that she is better, we are really trying to get her onto a schedule. And once I have that, we're almost there. once I have that, I will make a video all on just Ella and her schedule. And if you wanted to see the boys' schedule, let me know too. But I definitely plan on doing like a baby schedule, like, you know, eating and sleeping, all of that stuff, because I know it's really helpful.
Beaston.
Yeah, there you go.
So now that Ella's doing well, and we're able to kind of get her all situated, and people are getting a little bit healthier, it's really time for Tiff to focus on Tiff, I think.
And that also goes with the pregnancy stuff, because all of our babies got to 9 months old and I got pregnant again. So all of our kids are 18 months apart. So it has been a long time since I've been just me, not nursing and not pregnant. So
being pregnant with Tanner, she did.
I worked out all the time being pregnant with Tanner. And that was because I went to the stroller strides.
Yep.
I went to Fit for Mom, and like we did like stroller exercises, but now having 3, like I cannot, yeah, the boys are waking up. I cannot do that with 3 kids. So I feel like
Still good.
Still good. I feel like we are 95% done having kids. I feel like the other 5% is you never know, you never say never. But I just want to focus on me, and that's kind of been like my 2019 thing, is that in order, measurements, it's just a burp, thank God. In order for my family to be happy, my husband and my kids, I need to be happy myself and actually like think of myself as a person, not just as like a mom. And I don't mean to say like not just a mom, but like I pretty much am just like wake up like, what can I do for everybody else? And then it's like, sorry baby. Oh, we got lipstick on your face, mommy. And then it's like 10 o'clock at night and I realized I had like a couple pretzels and a glass of water all day. Like, it's time to really think about myself so that I can make everybody else happy, and you can't pour from an empty glass. So I've been really tired lately, and I just knew something was off. And you know, I suffer from Hashimoto's thyroiditis, so I have hypothyroidism from my immune system constantly attacking my thyroid. So I went to the doctors and I was like, either my thyroid is off or I have postpartum depression, because I just feel so low, so tired. And let's just say when my results came back, my thyroid levels were astronomical. Like, it's insane that I could get out of bed. So we just upped my medication. How much? 25 micrograms more than what it was. So I'm slowly starting to feel like more human again. But having thyroid disease is just kind of crazy. It's really common, but you need to be your own doctor, your own advocate to really know, like, when you're feeling yucky, that you're not just depressed or anything like that. Like, you get your levels checked, and then if you feel really anxious, then you know your medication is too high. So it's like, I'm still really trying to find that balance, because immediately postpartum, it was too high. I was super anxious. Now it's too low, and I'm like, blah, and I just want to be normal. So we got that going. I'm really happy. I also have an actual endocrinologist appointment on Tuesday this week, and I'm really excited because I've never been to one before, and I just hope that we can kind of figure out what's going to make me feel good. Another thing that I'm doing for myself is this week I'm starting to get personal training, and that is really exciting to me. I was going to do the Sweat app, but that's like the Kayla It's Science. It's worked for me like after Carter, but this time I know I have the diastasis recti, where like your abdominal muscles split from having babies, and I don't want to mess that up. So I have a personal trainer that I'm going to start seeing this week, and hopefully that goes well so that we can get like my abdominal muscles back together and just get strong again. I'm already back to my pre-pregnancy weight. It's not about that. I just want to be strong and healthy and have energy. So that's kind of like my health update. How's your health, baby?
I'm good. I just need a massage.
Hint, hint.
I mean, pay for that monthly hand and sewn.
I know, and you never go.
I've gone once. Actually, no, I haven't gone since I started the subscription.
But they can go over, right?
Yeah. I think I have like 5 or 6 built up.
Maybe I can take one of those too.
And also when we go to the Poconos.
Oh yeah, we're going to do the Poconos soon, guys. There's an announcement for you.
Yeah, I mean,
that would be really fun. Don't worry, we're going to vlog it. But the big announcement.
What is it?
Which one do I say first?
There's 2 big announcements?
Yes. I honestly am equally excited about both of them.
I think the one that doesn't involve me is the big announcement.
Really?
That's a huge announcement. I think it's really cool.
So I am coming out with my own jewelry line. I've personally designed it. I put time, effort, and a ton of thought into it. It only includes 2 pieces. It's a choker and a necklace. But the meaning behind it, just like, I could get emotional just thinking about it, but it's for all women, moms, non-moms, everybody, and it's basically, I don't want to go too much into detail because I'm like in the middle of getting photos taken and setting up a website for it and everything like that, but I'm just excited to announce that hopefully it'll be coming out within a couple of months, and it's gorgeous and it just means so much to me, and I know that you guys are going to love it. Like, you are going to love what I designed, and especially the meaning and the thought that's behind it all. But so I'm excited to share that with you, and what I'm also insanely excited to share with you is
we're going to do a podcast.
Yes. We are starting a podcast. We got all of our equipment, and I just feel like
I'm a podcast fan. I like listening to podcasts. I think there's really no better insight than, you know, hearing people kind of break down different things, and good way to spend your time driving. If you, like me, have a long commute and you're tired of listening to the same songs on the radio or sport talk radio or whatever you listen to.
You never get sick of sports talk radio.
I do.
Sissy, I got
listening to a podcast,
radio.
something that you can really relate to, something you know, where it's people talking about things that interest you, that you're experiencing in your own life, something that can uplift you, something that can make you a better person, that can teach you things. I think it's like there's no better avenue of getting that knowledge.
I feel like Chris and I are going to kill it at this podcast. Before we started YouTube, I told him, I said, I want to start a YouTube channel and I have a really good feeling about it. And he was just like, all right, like, let's do it. And I got that same feeling. I was getting my hair done and I was thinking about like how I love podcasts and how I feel like I have so much to talk about, so much to give back to all of you about experiences that I've been through, that Chris has been through, that our family has gone through, because you know that we are open books and we are not embarrassed to share our life. Like, we will
like the
share
fact that
everything.
Romeo just let one go, that is,
Did he?
I'm surprised not clearing this room right now.
It's every time we're doing sit down videos. It must make them gassy.
Romeo should be embarrassed right now.
He should sleep it though. He does not care.
That's bad.
Sorry, Sissy.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, but
It didn't hit me yet.
it's gonna be a lot of fun, and it's really gonna
It's
be another way
uplifting.
for, you know, us all to connect. And you know, it's kind of impossible for us to make a video on every single thing that you guys request us to make a video on.
We can
but
talk about it though, because we could be
we can talk
in
about
our
it.
pajamas, no bra, and you'll never know.
I don't wear a bra most days anyway. But,
I think it's going to be awesome, because nothing is off limits. And it's going to be so good. I feel it in my soul. Like, it is you're going to leave our podcast feeling like your heart is full, you had some soul food, and
yeah, soul food. You might have to go to the bathroom, your heart will be full. I mean, you're gonna love this podcast.
seriously, it's gonna be amazing, because you guys are gonna kind of tell us what you want to talk about, and we're gonna cover topics from everything, children, relationships, family, money, budgeting, food, XOXO.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Not too in depth though. Sorry, Grandma.
Oh my gosh. And everyone's
But-
like, what's XOXO?
Make sure you're commenting or going to our Instagram and letting us know what topics you guys want us to talk about, and we'll do our best to reach everything. Our goal is to get the first one out
We're hoping to record tonight, but you never know, like, what our kids are going to do to us and how we're going to feel. Sometimes those are the best ones, though, because we feel drunk even though we weren't drinking, and we just get really silly because we're so tired. But if we do have it ready by the time this video goes out, I'll link it below. But I'm so excited to start a new journey with all of you in our life, like our home, sharing everything that we do to our home, our podcast, everything. And also I am going to try to share in my vlogs like my fitness journey. I'm not going to be putting up like exercise videos or things like that, but it's going to kind of share like how it's going postpartum with everything. And I've also been meal prepping, so I have some awesome meal prepping videos to go out. This year is about us all getting healthy, and that includes you guys because you guys are on this journey with us as well. So I'm going to be giving you some healthy recipes and to be mentally healthy too. So I feel relieved that we like just said everything that I've been wanting to say.
Now we have to do it.
Now we gotta do it.
We're held to it now.
We're held to it.
We announced it. And the jewelry line, that's awesome.
Yeah, I really
I don't know how you guys feel about me wearing, but I think I'm going to be wearing something.
It's definitely something that I just am really, really proud of, and I cannot wait to see you guys wearing my jewelry. Like, that is going to be the best day ever for me. So, anyway, do you have anything else you want to say, babe?
Yeah, just back to what we are doing around the house. Tiffin mentioned she wants to do a home tour, but not your average home tour. She wants to do a home tour where we get input from you guys, because we are not home designers or anything like that. Like, we do like hearing what worked for other people, ideas of what could transform a space. So she's gonna do a house tour with the focus being on like how we can improve our home, and we'd love to hear what you guys have to say.
I feel like a lot of times you guys say that we help you, but you help us too. Like, truly, you've helped us with like parenting things, cooking things. Like, we read all of your comments. We don't always have she's not growing up, she's just sounding like it. We do read all the comments. We don't have time to respond to every single one, but we do truly read them all. So I think hopefully maybe we'll get that up sometime this week. But yeah, I want to show you guys like what it's like right now, what we were thinking of doing. Also my closet. That's been on the list for a long time.
There's a list, alright?
It's not going to be like a fast thing because there's a lot to do, and we have 3 little babies, so it's hard.
2019.
It's our year. It's your year too. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. And let us know if you want any kind of other... God bless you, sweetheart. Bless you. Let us know if you want any more sit-down videos. I was thinking about doing like a breastfeeding video, a postpartum must-haves video, things like that.
We're also going to make an overcommitting video where we overcommit to a lot of stuff. And then, oh wait, that was this one.
I'm just saying, let me know if you're interested in those, because I don't want to film it if you're not.
That's true.
Okay, we talk way too much, which is why we need a podcast.
Yes. Hope we have it for you this week.
So, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let's have a close-up of how beautiful Ella is. Bye, everybody.
Your heart is broken. Don't ever forget you're golden. I will find a light in your soul. I'll